Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. I'm doing paid review 21QB152. Hello Paul, happy holidays. I am requesting a paid review. I've sent you $50 US. Please keep me anonymous. My watches are as follows. Before we start, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Rolex Submariner date. Submariner date. That's right, guys. Okay, here we go. My watches are as follows. Batgirl, sub no date, sub stainless steel Sea Dweller 43, a Rolex Explorer 1, a Wimbledon Datejust, and a Speedmaster. A great collection, I feel. Not horology, but Rolex suits me anyway. I would love to add a Daytona like the Lion Tamer, I am secretly envious, and a Sky Dweller Blue. Unbelievable watch, a true FU piece. I am middle-aged and have a lovely family. I am lucky for that. I do have good things in my life, but occasionally I do feel envious. And this year work was okay, not great. I feel like I'm not able to keep up Rolex anymore. I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but how do you stay positive during the holidays? Do you keep feeling this urge to add? Is watch collecting addicting? Laugh out loud. If it is, then it's not my fault. Anyway, cheers and happy holidays, but just wanted to support the channel and during the holidays. Thank you, Maximus Decimus, aka the Gladiator, JK. Okay, so firstly, let me say to you, I understand exactly where you're coming from, man. I have the same depression, anxiety, all myself. And I gotta tell you, man, you need to have a look at this collection of yours and go, wow! Wow! You've got a Sea Dweller 43. I love it. You got an Explorer 1. I think it's the 39. You've got a no date sub, a Batgirl, a Datejust, and a Speedy. You know what? Do you know how hard it is for the average, overweight, middle class guy it is to get a single Rolex, yet alone a collection like this? This is a lot of hard work. Man, you are so lucky. And I gotta tell you, sometimes in this hobby, I feel exactly the same way. I've got 9, I got 4 Pateks, I got 3 Rolex, and I've got a Reverso and a Speedy. Now my problem is I desperately would love to have a Pepsi. I'd love to have a Pepsi. But you know what? The grey market prices are pretty damn high. Pretty damn high. And I gotta be totally honest with you, I just can't see it. You know, I don't know what to say. And then I look at Pateks. What do I want in Patek? I'd like a 5172 or a 5170. Man, they're expensive. On the secondary market, 50, 60,000. I don't have money like that. But I gotta tell you, Rolex itself, it is so collectible. So when horology, I gotta be honest with you, man, I think Rolex, you are so lucky to have Rolex. That is such an amazing thing to have. Most middle-aged guys out there, they can't even get their first Rolex. So with your collection, all I can say is, wow! You look at it realistically. You got 2 divers, a GMT, a wind and wear, a businessman's watch, and a chronograph in the Speedy. man, that's not a bad collection. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And you've got to be very grateful for that. The problem is we all watch this Insta garbage, Insta crap, Instagram, you know, all this Instagram crap where they're always flexing, they got platinum this, platinum that, you know, precious, you know. That is not the real world we live in, okay? That is fantasy. That is fantasy. That is fantasy. And my advice to you would be to realistically be happy with what you got, and I would be really be happy with what you got, and I would be just grateful for having some, man, you got so many Rolex. Do you know how hard it is to get this stuff? You're so lucky. You're so lucky. And you've got an amazing collection there. I mean, let's be honest, you've got pieces that other men can't get. So for you, you know, I would say to you, man, I always say to collectors, get a diver. You've got two divers. You've got your Sea Dweller 45 and a no date sub. I'd say get a GMT. You got a Batgirl, man. That's bloody amazing. You have got a beautiful Explorer 1 wind and wear. You've got the businessman's watch in the Datejust, the Wimbledon Datejust. That's a beautiful watch. And you've got an amazing chronograph in the Omega. Man, that is a pretty damn amazing collection. And what would I add to it? You know what? I would say to you, I wouldn't be adding, you know, ridiculous like a day date. That's expensive. Look, the Daytonas, I personally think the Speedy is that's a beautiful chronograph. I'd probably, looking at your collection, I'd like to add an Explorer too, Polar. That's what I'd be adding. I reckon that'd be beautiful. You talk about the Sky Dweller Blue. Yeah. You've got the Datejust Wimbledon. I mean, that's such a cool watch. Maybe I'd add a two-tone. I'd maybe add a two-tone black dial. That'd be pretty damn cool. I think that'd finish the collection off. Man, you have an amazing collection. And this is the problem. All these dickheads out there, they're all spruiking and flexing. You don't realize what a damn good collection you got. Man, to have that stuff, it's amazing. I love it. I love a usable middle class. And don't ever say not horology. You know what? I got Pateks. You know what? I don't even bloody wear them because they're so... I love Patek. I love Patek Philippe. It just doesn't suit my lifestyle, man. I just like to put on a Rolex. Steel Sports. That's what I like to do, a Steel Sports Rolex. That seems to make me happy. It makes me happy. So, I'd seriously say to you there, just sometimes you got to appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you got, not what you haven't got. That's the best advice I can give you. And you got some amazing stuff. Don't be fooled, okay? These idiots, you know, they're impossible to get. You try, man, you're so, I think this is the problem. Do I get depressed? I'll be honest with you, the whole watch collecting, yeah, it's fantastic. Prices are going up, but the problem is now, I'm too scared to sell anything because I won't be able to get it back. That's what's happened. And anything I want is ridiculous. I would love, of course I'd love a steel Daytona. Far out they're expensive. Of course I'd love a Pepsi. I don't want to pay grey market prices. I look at Patek and say, oh, I'd really like a chronograph Patek. Oh, they're expensive, $50,000, $60,000. Man, I never bought anything like that, you know. So I get you. I feel disappointed in the hobby as well. Okay, I'm really shitted off with the hobby. And I mean, I don't want to buy cheaper shit. I say to myself, well, what would I add then? I got some beautiful pieces. I'm just as cranky and grumpy, as cantankerous as you. And that's the problem. This world we're in, we can become very ungrateful. And I think that's kind of how the hobby is. It is like that. You've just gotta understand how it goes. So don't be upset, don't be angry, just be grateful for what you've got. And man, you got some amazing pieces, believe you me, man. I'm doing reviews now. The up and comers, the young'uns, you know, the 35-year-olds, they're lucky to have one Rolex. And it's a date just. It's not even a sports Rolex. That's what's happening. So in many ways, you got a big advantage to the other collectors. So well done. Guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Remember, I can't survive on Google Ads. Get a paid review done now. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay on YouTube. Please get a paid review. I need to see your collections.